You walk into a packed room, and instantly, a wave of pure exhaustion hits you. The noise, the movement, and the sheer density of people feel like physical weight pressing down on your chest. Author Jane Mary Meese spent years navigating this exact feeling. She walked through life carrying a persistent sense of insecurity and overwhelm, assuming her own coping mechanisms were broken. But that exhaustion was not a character flaw. She was acting as an involuntary emotional sponge, physically absorbing the psychological states of every person she encountered. Consider that this overwhelm is a biological hardware feature, a system picking up high-frequency signals that most people's nervous systems simply aren't tuned to receive. Viewing empathy as a mechanical data processing system provides a practical framework to stop the sensory overload. Our bodies function as intricate sensory antennas. Long before we consciously register a social interaction, our nervous system pulls in invisible environmental data from the room. This schematic shows the mirror neuron system. Observing emotion causes an empath's identical brain cells to fire. Intensified by sensory processing sensitivity, data floods an overactive amygdala. Simultaneously, the heart's sensitive electromagnetic field absorbs pulses from nearby hearts, adding physical stress to the mental load. When mirroring neurons, an overactive amygdala, and sensitive electromagnetic fields converge, the result is a system crash. This relentless, unfiltered intake creates immediate sensory gridlock, making isolation a biological necessity to release the stored inputs. The empathic burden is a hardware overload, too much raw data funneling into a system that hasn't yet established a filter. Transitioning out of this gridlock requires the understanding that this internal sensory network can be consciously regulated. You can see this regulation in the somatic lie detector instinct, the physical warning the body gives when a person's spoken words mismatch the energetic data the hardware is picking up. Recognizing these signals marks the shift from passive absorption, where you merely suffer alongside others, to compassionate empathy, which prompts external action to help them. The first mechanical tool for regulation is setting strict boundaries. By saying no to external obligations, you protect your personal vitality and prevent the system from becoming saturated. Visualization acts as a software-level override for this biological hardware. By using the golden shield technique to picture a protective cocoon, you focus the mind's resources on maintaining your internal state, which signals the nervous system to deflect unwanted data rather than absorbing it. To clear data that has already entered the system, you can use somatic shaking. Vigorously shaking your hands and arms physically releases stored tension, offloading the residual energies directly from your nervous system. Utilizing these defensive tools transforms the empath's biology from a vulnerable, open receiver into a secure, controlled processing hub. Once the system is regulated, the biological need for isolation changes. It is no longer an escape from pain, but a planned rhythm for maintaining hub efficiency. Here, compassionate empathy activates. The regulated empath reverses the flow. Instead of data pointing inward, energy radiates outward from the central node. By projecting a steady, harmonizing wave, the empath smooths out the chaotic, jagged data lines of those around them, actively alleviating suffering. This ability to project regulated energy allows the empath to influence the mood of their environment without being drained by it. High sensitivity does not require a retreat from the world. It provides the clarity needed to step into it with a profound ability to connect. Mastering these biological traits turns empathy from a passive vulnerability into a precise instrument for regulating and healing the environments you inhabit.